Hey, what's up y'all? My name's Kennedy and welcome to my channel. Before we get into this video, if you haven't already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I'm just trying to reach a bigger audience and bring you guys more quality content just like this. First off, it's been so long since I just sat down in front of the camera and really talked to you guys, so I'm excited to be bringing you guys another video where I just get to chat with y'all and let y'all know some stuff that's going on. I wanted to do today's video because I've been getting a lot of comments both on my Instagram and on here, just kind of asking me about the integrity of my hair after bleaching it, you know, how my hair is holding up, basically, you know, the ins and outs of what's going on with my hair after bleaching. So I wanted to sit down with y'all and just have a real honest conversation about, you know, how my hair is feeling after bleaching it. As you guys know, I bleached my hair myself. If you haven't already checked out that video, make sure you do that. I showed you guys the entire process of my bleaching. So I showed you guys the entire process of my bleaching in one of my other videos, you know, start to finish. And I just kind of wanted to update you guys now. I think it's been 2 months since I bleached my hair. So I just kind of wanted to let you guys know what's up, how I'm feeling, the real deal tea on bleaching your locks. So the first thing that I want to say, before I even talk about damage or any of that, is do your research, okay? When it came to me bleaching my hair, I knew that I wanted to bleach my hair for months before I did it. I even talked about, I think it was in my 1 year video, I talked about how, you know, at around 10 months, I started thinking about stuff that I would want to do with my hair, whether that was hair jewelry or bleaching or dyeing it or whatever. That's kind of when I started thinking about that. And in that process, I did a lot of research. So I was watching other hair videos of people bleaching their locks, whether it was at home, whether it was, you know, people in the salon doing it. I was watching those types of videos. I was watching more hair care videos when it came to caring for hair, when it came to caring for bleached locks. I watched a lot of color theory videos. So I knew how I needed to lighten my hair and those steps. So y'all, I did the research before I went and bought the stuff. It wasn't I was oh, I just woke up and I want to bleach my hair, so I just ran to the hair store and bought the first bleach that I saw. No, I did my research. I saw what people were doing to bleach their hair. I watched the color theory videos. I knew the steps that I needed to take to bleach my hair and to get to the color that I wanted, before I even thought about, you know, buying a tub of bleach. So that's really the first thing that I want to say, is that this decision was not one that was made lightly. I put a lot of thought into this. I knew that this was coming up. I knew that I needed to take care of my hair. So I was prepared for it. So I wanted to lay that out there because I feel people might have seen the video and just thought, you know, I was just I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it. And yeah, that's part of it. I mean, when you're doing your hair at home, to some extent, you're kind of going by the seat of your pants because obviously I'm not trained to do hair. But I still did my research. I still made sure that I wasn't about to burn my scalp off when I was doing this, you know? So that's number one for me. Do your research. That's all I can say for that. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about, is damage. And this is gonna kind of go into a few different parts, but overall I want to talk about damage. So first, like I said, when it came to doing my research, I knew going in that I was probably going to experience damage. At the end of the day, I was bleaching my hair. You are putting a product on your hair that is not natural, that is meant to go from black to blonde. Like, I knew that I was going to experience some levels of damage. So again, disclaimer, I knew going in that I was probably going to experience some damage. Now, that being said, I did everything that I could to make sure that I didn't, increase that damage or, make the damage worse than it could have been. So ways that I avoided damage was, one, before I bleached my hair again, I knew that I wanted to kind of go through this process. So before I even bleached my hair, I had started, I think in past videos I've talked about how I wasn't using conditioner because I didn't want buildup. So in like 2 months before I bleached my hair, I did start using a spray leave-in conditioner that wasn't super heavy because I knew that I needed to start getting my hair a little bit more conditioned, a little bit more ready. I was really on top of my lock care, so just making sure that I was taking care of my hair. This is before I bleached my hair. During the process of bleaching my hair, I also used a protein treatment. After I had, completed the bleaching process, I used a protein treatment on my hair to kind of bring it back to life. I still use a conditioner. I use shampoos that are, meant for bleached hair. It's the same shampoos that I had in my actual bleaching video. So again, make sure you check that out. So, I'm doing things to make sure that like any damage that I did experience isn't going to be worse than it has to be. But I will say, when it comes to damage, I really did not experience like terrible hair loss or damage or breakage. At the roots, I will say that like I did have some pieces that, like, how at the root you'll have hairs that aren't in the lock yet. Some of those broke off. So like the hairs that you would usually like wrap up and like kind of put into your lock when you're doing a retwist, I saw some breakage at the root there. So I will say that I did see breakage at the root. Not trying to like hide that or anything. I did experience breakage. However, you can literally look at my brush right now. Like, this is the brush that I use every day on my hair, and there's not that much hair in there. Like, as you can see, I'm not experiencing like a lot of damage or a lot of breakage on a regular basis. Like, don't shame me, but I haven't cleaned this brush out in probably like a month, and like, y'all see how much hair is in there. It's not a ton, no more than you would see in like when I was brushing my hair before bleaching it. So take care of your hair and it'll be fine. Like, I definitely think that you need to take the steps and take the precautions necessary to make sure that your hair can be as healthy as possible. But I think if you take all of those steps and you like really make sure that you're on top of your hair care, that you're not gonna experience any ridiculous breakage. Like, I have nowhere close, knock on wood, to seeing any locks like fall out. I haven't seen, like, you guys can see my locks still look full and healthy. Like, they still look full. Definitely, like, I don't have like weak spots in locks. Like, they're still thick, they're still looking good. Like, so I mean, that's really all I can say is that, make sure that you're taking care of your hair beforehand and afterward so that your locks can still stay thick. So yeah, when it comes to damage, I mean, all I can really say is make sure that you're doing your part, and your locks will be fine. Just, you got to stay on top of it. You can't like go into it, just slap some bleach on there and then hope for the best. So another thing I'll say about damage is like making sure that you're careful during the actual bleaching process. So when I was processing and stuff, when I was like leaving the bleach on to process my hair, I never let it sit for more than 15 minutes. So I wasn't, you know, like leaving products on my hair for a long time, so that it could like cause more damage. I was making sure that I, you know, kept a timer. I was like really on about making sure that I wash the product out completely. And that's a real big thing when you're bleaching your locks. Like, as you guys know, product can sit inside of locks, so you really want to make sure that you are rinsing your locks out super thoroughly when you're bleaching your hair, because you do not want that bleach to sit inside of your lock and then end up causing more damage. Not processing for too long, and then making sure that you completely wash out your products when you're washing your hair throughout the bleaching process. I really feel like doing all of that is what kept me from having a ton of damage. I've not seen a ton of damage afterwards. Like I said, it's been about 2 months since I bleached my hair, and honestly, I'm still feeling pretty good about my hair. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna see any weak spots pop up. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated, but as of right now, I'm feeling really good and really confident about the health of my hair. Now, that was specifically about damage. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is like dryness. So I will say that my hair does feel a little bit more dry now that it's bleached, and I think I'm gonna really have to just like take this time to look at different products, to just kind of see what's gonna work best for my hair now, and what kind of products are gonna like really moisturize my hair the best. Which, if you have recommendations, I will gladly take them, because I mean, I'm always open to recommendations. One thing that I am using regularly is this Aphogee Pro Vitamin Leave-In Conditioner. So this is good for like protection, since I do have bleached locks, but I need to find you know, products that are going to be good at really locking in moisture and like moisturizing my hair. Another thing that I'll probably do when it comes to like just hair care and treating for damage and making sure that my hair is moisturized, I'll likely do another protein treatment. Like I told you guys, I did a protein treatment when I first bleached my hair. I will likely do another protein treatment, and that might be something that, you know, I just kind of keep up regularly. But yeah, take care of your hair. That's really all I can say. Just the same way you would need to take care of your hair when it's, you know, just regular out, when it's, you know, virgin hair or whatever, you still need to take care of your hair, plus now that it's going to be bleached. Like, that's really it. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was, you know, the people who are just super like try to use scare tactics on you. I don't know, I don't even know what it is, but there's like this genre of like lock YouTube where people are always like, you know, never bleach your locks, or, you know, never dye your locks, you're gonna absolutely ruin your hair, like you're never gonna be able to come back from it, whatever. Now, I'll tell y'all, I watched some of the videos. I did watch some of the, you know, bleach fail videos. I ruined my locks, blase. But y'all, people are ruining their locks because they do stupid things. Like, I'm being so completely honest. If you do stupid things and if you don't take care of your hair, you will ruin your hair. Like, I'm not saying that this is an easy process, or that, you know, it's, you know, you're gonna bleach your hair and everything's gonna be just peachy keen. If you just slap some bleach on there, do take the right steps, do the process correctly, and I completely believe that you can keep healthy hair. But when you are throwing bleach on haphazardly, you know, not using the right mixtures of products, trying to bleach too many times in a day, you know, I bleached my hair. I did shaft first, then the roots, and then I did go back and bleach the ends again. So I did bleach a section of hair twice in one day. But honestly, I would never do more than that. I would never bleach more than twice in a day, because, you know, you're asking for your hair to fall out at that point. Like, as I've said, like, ultimately I would love to be at like an ash blonde, which is lighter than this, But I knew that if I just kept bleaching my hair over and over again, I will damage my hair. So like, yes, there are these videos out here of like, oh, I ruined my hair, you know, my locks fell out, I have weak spots, blah, 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 this. Yeah, that can happen if you do not take the precautionary steps, and if you know, don't do your research and you don't like really get into the process. So all I can really say is that like my honest opinion is to do your research. Like, that's all I can really say. Like, make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, and if you don't think that you can do it by yourself, go to the salon. Like do not try to do this at home if you feel like, you know, you're gonna mess up, or if you feel like you won't be able to, you know, time things out and really follow step by step, because that's how people get into damaging their hair. Like when you're trying to do these at-home bleaching and you don't know which products you're supposed to be using, you don't know how long you need to put it on there for, and you know, you're just kind of going whatever and hoping for the best, yeah, you're probably gonna mess your hair up. So I mean, I don't know what else to say other than do your research. Don't be like these people who turn into bleach fails because they didn't do any thought beforehand. Be careful with your hair. You know, I completely believe that my locks are a part of me, and they are my hair is so much of my personality, and I feel like it just reflects so much of my personality. So I really took this process seriously because I wanted something that reflected me. And you know, I wanted to make sure that I did everything right so that I could get the results that I wanted. If you don't think you can be that determined, be that focused on, you know, the end product, I can't guarantee how good your process is gonna go, you know? So yeah, y'all, I mean, I don't think this video is gonna be super long or anything. I just kind of wanted to share some of my thoughts since I've been getting questions. But for me, my hair still feels okay. It is a little dry sometimes, so that's something that I'm working on. I'm not seeing weak spots. You know, I took this process seriously and I got the results that I wanted because of that. That's really all I can say on that front is, you know, if you do the right steps and if you do the right things, you will have a good result. Which, I mean, I am living proof that you can get an even tone in your hair. You can not have splotches when you're doing bleach at home. Like, I did all of this at home and I don't have huge splotchy spots. I don't have like mad uneven coloring because I took my time and I like followed the process. So I feel like if you are okay with taking your time, you're okay with being really, really thorough, then you can definitely do this at home and not worry about, you know, it not looking right. But it is something that you definitely have to like put everything into. It took like 6 hours at least for me to finish this bleaching process, because I was really, really thorough and like really made sure that I covered every strand of hair, that I was saturating my lock when bleaching, you know, just really making sure that I was following the process completely. And I feel like I just keep saying that, but that's really all I can say is follow the process completely and you'll be fine. Don't be one of these at-home bleach fails, okay? But that's really all I got for you guys. I just kind of wanted to check in. If you have any more questions about like what my process was like bleaching my hair, how my hair is feeling, I'm not really sure if I didn't answer anything, but if I didn't, make sure you drop a comment below and let me know, and I will gladly answer anything that I can. Other than that, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope it was helpful. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. A like is free and it helps me to reach a bigger audience, so I would super appreciate it. But until next time, you guys, peace out.